Join me to paint this easy and beautiful landscape using a simple hack, and I'm sure you will enjoy the process. I have placed the masking tape slightly below the center of the paper, as you can see in the video. Now we will apply cadmium yellow to the foreground. If you don't have cadmium yellow, you can use the brightest yellow that you have on your palette. After applying cadmium yellow, wipe away any excess pigment that collects near the masking tape. Then let the paper to dry completely. Next, I'm placing the same masking tape along the horizon to cover the top edge of that yellow area. This will protect it while we paint the sky. Now I'm wetting the entire sky area with clean water, and I apply a light wash of cobalt blue mixed with a touch of permanent orange. I gradually bring that color down until it reaches the horizon line. On my paper, there aren't any puddles of pigment, so I continue with the next step. But if you notice any puddles, just tilt the board so the excess watercolor pigment flows towards the masking tape, and using a wastecloth, wipe it away. The next step is painting the distant mountain range. For this, I mix cobalt blue with a bit of permanent orange and a touch of Prussian blue. After painting the mountains, I use a clean damp brush to gently soften the bottom of the mountain range. Next, I take the remaining pigment and mix in with some Prussian blue and a touch of cadmium yellow to create a deep green, and I use this color to paint the next mountain range. At this stage, I place a small book under the board to give it a gentle tilt around 10 degrees so that the paint won't go backwards and messing up with the first mountain range. After painting the second mountain range, I remove the masking tape while the paint is still wet. As you can see, I dilute some Prussian blue and quickly brush it over the cadmium yellow area. Make sure to keep the board tilted even at this stage so the pigment doesn't flow back into the second mountain range area. When I reach the bottom of the paper, I increase the consistency of the pigment to give the right perspective to the foreground. I add this Prussian blue with increased consistency not only on the foreground but also at the horizon and a bit in the middle, which helps to keep the scene balanced. Now I sprinkle some salt, more along the horizon and a little in the foreground to create a textured effect for yellow flowers. Then I let the paper to dry completely. I'm speeding up the video so you can see how texture develops because of this salt technique. Once the texture is formed, I dry it using a hair dryer. You can see beautiful yellow flowers appear effortlessly. Some of the salt has landed on the mountain range area, but that's okay. I'm fine with it. I think I should be mindful while sprinkling salt near the horizon so it doesn't move onto that mountain range area. Next, I'm adding some distant trees. I keep them tall and vertical, almost like conifers, to break the horizon line and add depth to the landscape. For these trees, I mix Prussian blue with cadmium yellow. My trees look a bit flat. You can give them more dimension by adding a lighter green on the left and darker green on the right side of the tree so that it will make them look more realistic. So try this approach instead of keeping your trees flat like mine. After adding the trees, I use a light value of Prussian blue and cadmium yellow mix to paint the stem of the flowers on the horizon. Then I use a darker value of the same mix for the stem of the flowers in the foreground. We have reached the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video. Until then, take care and bye bye from Prema.